We're here to get you through the port in a safe, quick and pleasant way this summer. We've been doing this safely for our freight customers and we'll carry on doing that. Now we are looking forward to doing the same for our tourist customers. With frequent departures on the shortest sea crossing, we're a perfect place to start your journey. You can stay in your vehicle right through the port until you board the ferry to enjoy open deck space and fresh sea air. And you can take as much luggage as you can fit in. Our partners at DFDS and P&O Ferries will shortly let you know about their extra measures in place to keep you safe on the crossing. First, I'll take you through what you can expect driving through the port to reassure you of a COVID-safe trip to France. The first place you stop at is the Police aux Frontières booths to show your passport. Staff have closable windows to shield themselves and you, and will use sanitizer, wipes and masks as necessary. You remain in your vehicle. Driving on to check-in. If you're advised to pull in for a vehicle security check, our security staff will maintain social distancing where possible and wear gloves and masks where necessary. Remain in your vehicle unless selected for further checks when additional protective measures will be used. Hand sanitizer and social distancing advice is there for you. Once at check-in, booths have closable windows and will only be opened by staff who have hand sanitizer, gloves and masks to take your passports. Remain in your vehicle. Once to your allocated lane ready for boarding, you can stay in your car until on board. If you do need to visit the passenger services buildings, we have ensured social distancing can be maintained, including in the public restrooms. Hand sanitizer stations are provided. So, you're now safely through the port and on the ferry. You will now hear from DFDS and P&O Ferries about the measures they have in place to make your crossing safe and enjoyable.
Safety of our passengers and crew has always been our #1 focus at P&O, so there's nothing new in that. But obviously with these uncertain times, we've put in additional measures to make sure that we never compromise on safety and we look after our passengers and crew on board. We found it really important to actually prepare customers before actually coming on board. So we've done a lot of communication around the measures that we've put in place to reassure them that their safety remains our #1 priority. We set out to provide them with the latest travel information and advice. We also text our customers in advance, making sure that they come prepared and give them information so that they can remain safe on board.
You will see changes, and we've had to make changes to travel. So like embarkation will be staggered now. You'll see a lot more crew around. You'll see a lot more cleaning stations where we would leave a lot of cleaning to the turnaround period when our customers are disembarking the ship. You'll see a lot more cleaning throughout the whole crossing. We've made lots of changes to allow customers to have their room to social distance. But the great thing is you've got that outside deck, you've got that fresh sea air, and you can move around the ship as long as you're wearing a face covering at all times.
As they walk around the accommodation, they'll notice that we have signage on the decks, which is to assist with social distancing and ensuring the customers are able to do that. They'll also see the screens throughout the ship, staff working behind the screens at all the touch points.
The Sea Shop experience is completely changed. You know, we have someone on the door who will sanitize you as you go in. We ask people, try not to pick up goods, but we are going around cleaning afterwards every item on the shelves.
Our Bureau de Change remains open, however we do promote customers use contactless as much as possible to avoid hand-to-hand contact.
So eating and drinking has changed on board. For example, all passenger tickets now include your meal, including that, and that's to reduce the handling of cash. Also, what you'll see in the restaurant is we only allow so many people in at a time to allow that social distancing. And we've also implemented plexiglass around all the till areas, around the servery areas. So we're really looking forward to seeing and welcoming our guests back on board, and we would just ask them to please follow the onboard advice of keeping social distancing, wearing a face covering and keeping your hands clean. And if they need any support or help, just come and speak to the crew, who'll be happy to help you.
Back at Dover, after your return trip, you'll pass through UK border controls. If asked to pull in for a vehicle search, staff will use personal protective equipment wherever they can't socially distance. If not, you'll be driving straight out of the port and away. So there you have it. Everything you need to know to get you safely over from Dover. Have a great trip and we'll see you soon.